everybody's right, if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their minds are getting so much resistance from behind. Every time we stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
Hey everybody, Pro Trader Mike, Mojo Day Trading Room video recap for the day, August 11th, Tuesday. We just took long AQXP at 21.80, 90, and 95. On AQXP, it's 22.20 right now. So just start taking a little bit of profits, at least half the position. And you could see the timestamps. This was at 12:10. I announced it. We're just going to take it long at 80, 90, and 95. It's now 22 through 22 to 22.10. We played it right here from 23.09. Had 100 shares left. Let me show you what we bought that. 600 left. Adding right there at 20.90. We started at 20.77. We added at 20.90. And we sold 21.67. Sold 21.80. Sold 23.09. And that's the trade on that one. We did really, really nice in the Mojo room today. We started out the day right here long, 26, 27, 28. We're going to play every one of them. That's the game plan for today. We went VLTC long, entry number 1 at 860. NVAX, we went long at 12.48, sold some at 12.56, flat at 13.04 on NVAX. That went from 12.48 to 13.04 on NVAX. 12.48 to 13.04. 12.48 to 13.04. NVAX. $48. Got an average of 48. 56. That's an average of around 50. And then sold more, and the rest at 13.04 is an average of around 12.75, 12.78, I'd say. Average around 40 cents on that trade play, and that was a mini Heinz. And then we did first trade of the day, Jasso. Filled 826. I think the Jasso average was 22. Jasso averaged 24. We only made 3 cents on Jasso. 24. JASO 824. Sold it at 827. This was just a one shot trade play. We were just playing it through a number. What's it at now? Jasso 794, no problem. Then we have VLTC long 860. And we AQXP sold 29.31. So AQXP was the first trade of the day. 29.31. We bought it under 29 for a Heinz trade play. Check this out yesterday. Yesterday was the biggest day in Mojo Day Trading history. We traded AQXP for 2 days in a row. First day we bought it at 271, sold 276, bought 397. Yeah, it went from 276 to 397, sold 407. So that's a total of 20 cents right there. Another 20. Then we bought it again at 465, sold it at 70 after it like went through 5. That was a wow trade play. Every time we say wow in the room, sick, crazy, oh my God, whoa, you just buy the stock, it goes higher and higher. Then we bought it at 512, sold at 18, bought it again at 598, sold it at 608. Bought it again at 718, sold it at 38, bought it at 49. This was a mini Heinz. Then we bought it again. We shorted it actually. Did one short sale for 10 cents. Then we went long off a stopping station after it went through 8. And then that was the end of that day, and it closed right there, I think at like 11 maybe. Or something like that, or 8. AQXP. I think it closed at, let's see, it closed the first day at 1168. The low was 243. And you see we bought that 271 range. I think we had it cheaper. Yeah, 243. See that? 243. What was the low of the day? 243. So there's Mojo at the low of the day. So I picked the low. Watch me pick the high. Not on this day, but the next day. Next day we go in on the 7th and we're like, wow again. No, this wasn't wow. This was just a Cobb. That's a Heinz. Then we traded it from stopping station. 465 after it went through 5. We still made a nickel. Then it rocketed through 5. It stopped down there, probably went to 6, stopped at 512. We bought it and sold at 18. And then it went to 6 again. We shorted it right then. Actually, this was a Heinz. We shorted it down there at 7. Then we mini Heinz Twitter through 27.50. We AQXP'd again at 718 to 38. Then we mini Heinz'd it from 49 to 62. Then we shorted it made a dime at 65. That was the danger. I don't like shorting, but we shorted it once. Then we did it again after it went through 8. It came down 777 to 97. Then yesterday we bought Apple 116.80. Going through Heinz to 170.1755 average. Then we did VLTC 990 to 1005. Then we did VLTC again. It dropped to 948 to 54. Then we did VLTC again at 1094. So VLTC went from 954 to 1094. Thing was nuts. We traded it from 1094 to 1126. Stock was crazy. Okay, because it made that drop and then it made the crazy run. Same thing with INO. We bought it at 790, sold it at 807. Then it dropped to 784, got a stopping station on it and traded it to 94. Then it dropped from 94 to 55. And we nailed it out at 767. And then from 767, look, it went 96 to 804. Then we traded AQXP. I was like, wow, look at this thing. Traded it for 5 points from 24 to 29. And here's actually all those. This was from the 10th. So if you look right down here, this is the room announcements. You're like, oh, he's just talking he's making up shit. So this was August 10th, the history of the room announcements. This is the transcripts that are taken from the room. So just to put a little believability in what I'm talking about, new traders only do Heinz. Okay, it's my patented trade play. And right now we're taking Apple through 117 at 116.75 and 80. There's the Apple right here at 116.80, sold 117.55. VLTC through 10, INO through 8. INO average 89. INO sold right here. INO sold 807. Rebuying 89. VLTC tap number 2. First one was sold 1007. So first one, VLTC 1005, tap it back right there, 990 from 948, right there, 955, VLTC 927. The stops are beautiful. We're taking them all. Wow trade play right there on AQXP at 935 at $24. AQXP at 24 right there. Okay. VLTC sold 47, 56, and 60. Flat. Done. Out of VLTC right there. 954. Made 6 cents. Selling Apple, half of it, a 117.27 Apple flat. That's how we got that average. Stock went up huge. AQXP 29, where he made 5 points. AQXP halted at 32. Mojo picked at 250. Sold INO 66. Flat on INO. VLTC Hines 1119, 39 be flat. INO is now 804. VLTC halted. AQX halted for 36. Mojo's good at picking. We played it from 35.90 to 37.09. Right there. 35.90 to 37.09. We made $1.19. So we're up $6.19. Then we played it from 41.50 to 55.75. Watch this one. So this one was the biggest wow ever. I kind of like hated I did that, but I said that in the room at 9:58. We're getting long, 41.50, 250, stocks 45. It's ripping, folks, okay? Look, from right here in 9 minutes, 55.75, done for the day. Thank you. Selling it, done, closing it down for the day. Mojo transcripts from the room where you could have bought. Right here, what happened in this 9 minutes, all the firms bought everybody in. Let me show you what that means. What that means is the stock went from 40 to 55 in 10 minutes. So what happened was everybody that short this stock at 10, 5, 15, 20, 30, 40, what happens is these guys have margin calls tremendously. These guys do as well. And the firms are contacting you saying, look, you either got to send in money right now or we're buying back your shares. You're out of this position. You're short. We got to buy them back. It's called a buy-in. When you're long and you're on margin, let's say you have 10,000 shares, overextended or whatever you are, and you only have an account worth $10,000 and the stock drops and you're on margin, 9,000, they're going to call you up and say, look, what are you going to do? We're going to sell you out of your 10,000 shares as this thing is dropping because you don't have the margin to cover it. It puts the firm at risk. So they're going to sell you out. And that's happened to everybody before. So they sell you out down here, and then after they sell you out, the stock, boom, it goes right back up. You're like, damn. So here's what happened on this one. They bought you in from 40 to 55. They're calling you saying, you got to come up with more money or we're going to buy in your shares. Nobody could do that. So the firm bought in all those shares, and bam, everybody took a loss on your shorts. That's why there's not a lot of posting on Twitter about AQXP, because all the notorious shorters have really lost bad on that. They all got bought in. Well, the people that did long, you did great. So what happened was the stock after that, it dropped 25 points. Just like the other one went up, this one went down 25 points. So from here to here, at the end of the day, that happened at, let me get the timestamp. That happened at 10:11 a.m. So at 10:11 a.m., right here, the stock went to $55. And then all of a sudden, 10 minutes later, it's at 30. So it fell 25 points, the same exact scenario. So it's dangerous play. There's no game plan. It's called counter trend trading. Counter TT, trend trading. It's dangerous. When there's a stock that's green and it's up on the day, don't short it. If there's a stock that's down and it's red, don't buy it. Okay, the two basic rules of trading. Let me help everybody out. I'll give you right now, you want to get an 80% win rate, 70%? Do this. Number one, the trend is your friend. Trend, friend. Number two, Stocks in motion stay in motion. That is the deal.
What a field day for the heat. 1,000 people in the street, singing songs and carrying signs.
Telling you guys, Mojo's the way. Mojo's winning in good markets and bad markets, up, down markets. It really doesn't matter. The market's down 210. We have our best days on these kind of days. We have our best trading days. So we own JNUG in the swing. It's $9.50. We own Nugget in the swing at $3 and $3.50. All going to get called away with covered calls. We own in the swing stocks that are holding strong in this down market. We have a JetPay, traded 10 shares, market's down. No, it's guys holding it up right there with 20,000 shares. They're collecting stock. It's going to be a ripper. We own PLPM is at 290. We own it at 230. We have STEM, it's up 1.4%. We have ACUR, it's about even. We have DARA, and we just bought Orex at 359. So we're just doing great for the Mojo swing. Want to congratulate everybody there on that. The website will be updated for the Mojo Day Trading. I'll update the swing so everybody could take a look. You go to Mojo Day Trading right here, and you go to results for swing trading right up at the top nav tab. You'll see all the results. As of yesterday, we sold Orex at 390 and sold it at 454 and 445 and 435 and 390. Now we're back in at 360, 359. Lowest we had it was bought it at 407, sold 54, bought it back 368, sold 390. Now we're back in at 359. This is the closed positions right now, 27 out of 27 so far for August. So the Mojo swing is doing great. Here's how the Mojo Day Trading works. I've got 3 services: Day Trade Room, Swing Trade Newsletter, and Mojo U. You come in and step number 1, you join right here, the Mojo Day Trading Room. 90% of the traders that are in the room also, and this is $99 a month, also get the Swing Trade Newsletter. They add it for $49 a month, or you can get both for $99. It turns to $149. I only want you month to month because if you don't like the service, I don't want you in my room for 3 months being disruptive. I'd rather you just move on and that's it. So let's do a quick 30-day trial. Let me show you some value. If you like it and you stay, you can come into Mojo University, where I have over 150 pro traders to date. There's over 110 in the room every single day that are here every day trading, that all get taught on our pro traders in Mojo University. Okay. Go to the Get Started page. Here's the trial offer for $49 for the day in the swing and the combo. If you do, that's a 50% off. If you do that, I'm going to give you my level 2 video, which is an educational video series worth $49 as a valued bonus ad. So basically, you're getting the first month to try this for free to kickstart your trading career. You won't be sorry you did. Pro Trader Mike getting back to the trading. See what we got going on in the room. I'm going to end the day. So here's what we did today on all the trades. Every single trade with share amounts, everything is done and logged in the room. So we're up to JASO at 824, sold 827. Right here, JASO. AQXP made a little bit on the last trade. VLTC added. NVAX Hines 1394 to 404. $13.94 to $14.04. Made 10 cents. Beautiful on another trade. So let me close this. Let me get back to the day trading room. This is all live action today. VLTC added 866 and 65, adding here 66. We added more again. So VLTC take the stops at 850, get average under 870. VLTC at 850, number 2 done, number 3 is here. I'll give you the average. VLTC filled at 39, sold part at 58. So the average right here sold at 50. It was only around a 4 or 5 cent profit. The average around 53. So VLTC 53 to 58. Then right after that, we're on what we have it called a box now. So now here's the sell and here's the buy. So the sell's up at 58. The buy is now at 39. So we have a nice 20-cent box going on that. So we're filled at 39, bumping iTech, average 1351. We're going to get it at 1290. So I'm going to bring the average down on the iTech from 1351 to around 1310. And I'll show you how that works. So we did 100 shares, then we did 200, and then I just said, boom, we'll do 2,700 as it went under 13, and we'll just bump right out of this thing. So VLTC putting some size in as well, 830 to 35. If it drops, we'll bump. I already had the game plan. So we put size in at 30 to 35 on VLTC. We put some size in. That's what I like to do. That's 835. So this one, 835. We're going to put some size in. And this one is a stop because it's going to stop there. Hopefully. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We'll check it out after. AQXP sold 2150. AQXP long 2050 right through 21. AQXP, Mini Hines, 2050. Made a point. Okay, I'll show you. Sold 2150. AQXP, again, 2030. Stopping station. So it went past 2150, came back down. We nailed it again at 2030. Okay. VLTC filled 827. VLTC average 848. There you go. 848. This part of one we sold up here, but now that average is 48. Okay. Watch. AQXP add here through 21. Added 2072, sold 2133. So I added me up a higher cost and then sold it at 2133. Made 93 cents. Okay. Got 300 left. 2141 and 2124 was the last two sells. So we got another penny or two. Let me round it up to 2135. Done. Beautiful 95-cent trade. Then we did it again at 2077 stopping station. 2077. Where did we sell this one? In the Mojo room today. AQXP, Hines 21, we're adding at 2090. Adding at 2090. So this went up to 2085 average. No, 2083. Because it's an average. So this one is a Hines. It's going to turn into one, watch. And then we added and sold 2167, 2180, sold 2309, got 100 shares left. So the average was around 2180. We'll say 21. It went to 2309. So 23, 22, 20. How about we go 21 where we sold this one? 21.80 right in the middle. Make a point on that. How about that, huh? That sounds right anyway. Look, 21.83. So that's perfect. We made one solid point on that sucker. Oh, so beautiful. So when the people watch this video and they're like, hey, he didn't make no point. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. So that's a great scale out. The same way we scale in and we average down and we buy down. You go low, 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 and then you bang it out and you sell back in here. You don't lose. Same way we bought here. Look, we scale out the same way, man. So NVAX sold 14.56 from the Green Giant call at 14.13. It's my new trade play called the Green Giant. Green Giant trade play. It's a new one. So that was NVAX. That was just beautiful NVAX. 14.13. I remember the big stick call and sold it. 14.53, I think it was. 14.56. NVAX Green Giant went as high as 15.10. So we got around 14.83. We'll call it an even 70 cents on that trade. That trade was beautiful, and it happened very quick. Look, here's NVAX. NVAX traded 23 million today. So right here, this was that call. This is what it looked like when I saw it. Go to today. So this is what it looked like right here on the chart when I called it. It's called my Green Giant. So this was our original trade into our Cupid top, the stock based on this chart configuration and my new trade play called the Green Giant. We bought in here and we sold it right into that bar at the high of $15. And it was just a magnificent trade play. Really scoring a lot on these new trade plays. Really excellent opportunities. So that was the Green Giant. VLTC we have not come out of yet. So we actually, I think VLTC average 848. JASO we sold 827. Sold 48 and 49 and 44. Okay, so we started selling right there at break even on VLTC. YDLE was our next one, 1650 long, YDLE. This was the other Green Giant. Hold out another one. I'll show you this one. That was at 1650. Symbol's YDLE. Right here, it's the number one gainer today. It's 1630. So here's what the stock did. Nothing. Hasn't made a move yet. So it has until has another hour. And we're expecting a move back up in here to the $17 range and another spike based on the Green Giant configuration, which is a new trade play that I've developed. So we're still in that one. Actually, it came down a little bit. They got a bit better little average than 1650 because it came down to 1630. So we're going to play it to 17, see what it can do. But then when it went to 1630, I put 1660 top. It's got to stabilize here, which it has in this base, because if it moves lower, it's going to be harder to go back up. So we'll do a break even kind of trade. But it is still working. So we have an average of around 1640 going now on YDLE. So it's about break even. It hasn't really made its move, but I'm expecting it to play out that trade play. And right now it's 1629. It's just in this base. It's been up right here to 63. It went to 75, but that's not what we're looking for. Looking for a bigger move, and that's it. So next time it makes a move, if it goes to 75, sell it. If not, keep it going. And then we have AQXP. We're going to go through 22 at 21.80, 90, and 95, and then we sold at 22.10. while I started the beginning of this video, and that was the end of that. So that's how we're done for the day. That was 21.90 to 22.10. So this is 21.90 to 22.10. And that's it. Now we're done for the day. So I'm going to close out this YDLE. Okay, this already went to 75, so some people might have already turned it out. VLTC, we sold out of that one. We didn't make nothing. Sold it up at 858 range, and that was not actually this one we bumped out of. This one was a bumper. Trade play. And then that's it. So YDLE, let's plan to take a profit on this and move out of this stock, and that's how we did it. Perfect for the day. So beyond TVX and 2 losses this month, Mojo is 93 trades, 91 correct. Continuing the 98 trade win streak, but check out the average trade gain now. Biggest ever in the Mojo history. 39-cent average scalp. Average scalp for the last 2 years has been 12 cents. It's truly an amazing month. It is the best month in Mojo history, and it is my birthday month as well. So really happy about that. Follow my Twitter feed right here, folks. People are really cranking in a lot of profits, which I've been posting on this guy right here. Made $1,700 on a $3,000 accounts, 54%. This guy made $1,200 profit on a $2,000 account, all time stamped. He has all the buys. Record day. That's what it's like water skiing with Mojo. And some good testimonials. This guy made $8,000 on the trade, and just really excellent. I'm really happy for a lot of our traders. Oh, look, there's the swing tweets. Twitter. Buying at 27. Stock went to 29 yesterday for us. We did great on that one. So I'll update all the logs. Pro Trader Mike's going to be signing off. Let's just keep it profitable. We'll do the same exact thing tomorrow as we do every day. I just want to mention here to the room, we have a lot of new traders that came in. If you're a new trader, please heed the warning that I do every single day. I'll put it out for you again. Don't trade. I don't want you to lose when everyone else is winning. And only do the Heinz trades that I call out. New traders that come to my room, beware. You must learn the scaling methodology and sequence, so hold off. Do not trade for real for the first week. If you must, either paper trade or do 1/10 of your size. I've had people come with bad habits, and I did 5 longs, and instead of stopping, and they did a short and they lost, or they did a silly trade, a stopping station, and they only should have been doing the Heinz, and they're new and they don't know what they're doing. So you're not looking to make a profit. You're looking to learn the methodology and the trade play. Don't let your lack of knowledge of the Mojo style cause you to take a loss when the other Mojo traders are making a profit. It leaves you very frustrated. You send me nasty emails. You bash me all over Twitter, and it's just not right. It's a feeling that you can't do this and you're not successful with the team. So I don't want to deal with that anymore. The room is maxed out every day. I don't need 500 people in here. I have 150 pro traders that have all taken my course that will trade with me for a lifetime. I don't need many more of those. And things might be changing to more of an elite room and status for Mojo Day Trading, just to avoid the riffraff coming from other rooms, because I only want to deal with real traders. So if you're not real, it's going to ruin your chances for a really great trading room and a place to make money every day, because you're looking for a quick score. You're looking for a quick profit. So please hold off on your trading for a few days. It's a game. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. And if you treat it that way, you'll see the big picture. So Pro Trader Mike's going to sign off. Let me see if anybody indicated some profits today. We only got a couple people left here. But I didn't do Show Me the Money today, which I normally do. So we'll do that tomorrow, and we'll get a recap of what everybody did today. So Pro Trader Mike signing off. Thank you, everybody, for following my video. Yesterday, besides our record day, I had a record number of people watching my videos. Check this out. Video recaps. Go to my website. You can see all my video recaps I make every day. So this was yesterday. 465 views of this video yesterday. Sweet. Go check out my page right there. Go check out all these January, February, every month, every day. I got videos for everybody. So thank you so much for watching and being a part of Mojo. Peace.
Mostly say hooray for our side. It's time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going on.